Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Yeah, been a few days since I've been able to do a video for several reasons. One is the weather, which the weather ties into other problems too, the internet. Now the weather here locally where I live, we've had some heavy rains and so forth, and our little creek has risen probably 4 or 5 feet, something like that. But it's back down almost normal right now. But the biggest issue is I've had both my internets down. You don't know how bad you miss something when it's gone. And my backup didn't work because of the severe weather. The cell tower just undoubtedly was shut down. And my fiber was off due to the winds and bad weather. There were several breaks in the cables between here and I call the head end. And but they got it fixed finally. And it's, you know, the weather has been unusually here where I live locally wet, very wet, and the wind has been terrible. But everybody's okay here. All good. They even called school off because kids at other schools, they was afraid some of them live in areas that was prone to mudslides and so forth. And they called school off in order to keep kids safe. I understand that, which also affects virtual school. He was, I think, 2 days, Thursday and Friday, was called off. And this morning, he won't be going to school either. If I'm not mistaken, I think Grace told me the school teacher had they have a teacher's meeting or something like in that category. But that's the way it is. Yeah, and I'm a little late this morning. I'm still having my coffee. Good old Maxwell House. Good to the last drop. And an upswing to this is, you know, where I've been monitoring my chickens a little closer. And got them to increase the food before all this rain settled in. I was going out there every day. I had noticed that you know, my Rhode Island Reds and other chickens, they're good sized chickens, but they didn't have the weight that I expected. And I instructed that I want them to have more food. Well, guess what? I'm getting more eggs. Oh, something so simple. And you know what? That's another thing too. Their health, you know, not getting enough nutrition, that makes them more apt to get sick too. So I'm keeping an eye on that, and as soon as it dries up enough for me to go out there, I'll go out there and do an investigation and try to get some more video on Mr. Long. I'm curious, the last time I was out there, I didn't do a video, but he's aggressive. I tell you what, he one active bird. It's kind of funny to watch him. Undoubtedly, everywhere he was at before, he had no freedom. So he's like turning a lost dog loose that's been caged up in a cage. He's everywhere. But he's looking so much better. You know, when we first got him, he looked pretty rough. He's looking a lot better. But I'll try to get some videos of him out there in the near future, hopefully. If ever get any dry weather. I've looked at the weather forecast for the next week. It's rain, and more rain, and then some more rain. Yeah. But this is the rainy season here in the Philippines. That's another thing that takes place. And that's an upswing on that part there. I had something on my mind. I'm trying to remember what it was I was going to talk about. And that's probably about getting older. Yeah. Things slide out of your way and out of your mind, and you have a hard time recovering. Find it disturbing a lot of times. Of course, I'm not no young whippersnapper anymore. And that makes it pretty rough. Oh yeah, I like to give you an update on our package from Grace's sister, the 2 boxes. After I sent her a video, the video I took care of when we opened and everything, there were several expensive items missing. 2 book bags that were expensive that she sent to Virgil and the little girl out back, Thea. They were gone. And a special gift to Grace for her birthday. It's missing. I forgot the brand it was. Grace told me. And a lot of food items were missing. I don't know if the one in particular I wanted is missing or not. I wanted some Texas Pete because it's part of my recipe for my hot dog sauce. So, I don't know if there's any recourse because those items missing or why they're missing. It's kind of disappointing. But I was looking forward to my Texas Pete, but it didn't happen. No. But we got some nice items. Got some mac and cheese. Now it's available here, but I've not seen it in the stores here locally. I'm sure it is in other parts of the country, probably S&R and Landers and so forth. But here, places we go, it's not. I got some pinto beans and some kidney beans. Now, the kidney beans, I hate when that happens. The kidney beans, I made me a pot of chili yesterday, and boy, was it yummy. Oh yeah, it was very yummy. Virgil really slapped it down. I did too. Overdone. And I got some chili powder, which was interesting, but not, I guess why I've gotten used to using the McCormick's. I would prefer the McCormick's. And the brand I really like, I'm not seeing even when I lived in the States. It was hard to find them. And that's been 16 years ago. It's the Sawyer's brand. Now that's my favorite of all. And I've not had it since I've been here. And I was talking to a family member, and they made the comment that they've not seen it. So I'm just curious if it's still around. Used to be in 2 different sizes. A small tin can, probably 4 inches tall, something like that, and about 1.5 inches wide. Then they had the big can, which stood about probably 6 inches, and about a 2.5 inch wide tin. It was a metal can. I say even if it's available, I'm sure they'll change the the type of container. But that was my favorite. They made the best hot dog sauce that I've ever run across. Yeah, a good chili dog, it's hard to overcome. Good on hamburgers too, by the way, if you never tried it. On a hamburger with coleslaw, ooh, yeah, good. Oh, yeah. And my cats have been very active this morning, as usual. There's another thing too. The temperature here has been a lot cooler, and of course with this cloudy weather, touch base on my solar. I'm not being able to use it much. Yesterday was the first day I've been able to use it any at all in several days. And with all the brownouts, as they call it here, it's actually a blackout. I've been reserving the batteries for case brownout, which I'm unfortunate it's come in handy by doing that. I try to have the batteries fully charged, especially for nighttime use. Now another thing, talking about that, one of my 4 older batteries, unfortunately, it's got problems. And I've already taken it out of the system. I've disconnected it. I'm going to try to open it up. And when I do, I'm going to try to do a video of it and see what's inside. Alright, got a good idea. It's got used cells in it and probably a very cheap BMS. And I want to see how many cells are actually good and how many actually failed in it. Undoubtedly, 1 or 2 of them has swollen because it raised the top of the battery. It's got a little curvature to it. So I took it out of the system because I didn't want to be charging and discharging the battery and making things worse. Because if the BMS failed, there's another thing I want to test. It could destroy the rest of the cells. I might be able to rebuild that battery by just replacing 1 or 2 cells and the BMS. Who knows? Anyway, that's another project in the future sometime. But the downside side of that is I had planned on selling those batteries. Now I'm not going to sell them because, as y'all well aware of, I don't like to sell stuff and not have confidence that it will do what I expect it to for the next person. So I'm not going to sell them because of that. I don't want someone to buy them and they fail and they feel like they've been cheated. So I'll just hang on to them, do best I can with them. If I can use them, fine. If I can't, that's fine too. But it would have been nice to have some extra funds to put towards the solar. So that's where I am on that. Anyway, I don't want to keep you on here too long. I really appreciate everybody watching my videos. And hopefully things get back to normal, where I can get around a little bit more and pursue some more videos. So everybody out there, take care and stay tuned for the next one. And thank you so very much.